There are moments in the game when a player transcends skill, becoming less a participant and more a force of nature, an inevitable outcome waiting to unfold. Forget everything you think you know about baseball's future. I need you to lean in closer because what I'm about to reveal isn't just about Bo Bichette's talent. It's about a deeper pattern, a hidden truth woven into the fabric of the sport itself. You've seen the highlights, marveled at the bat speed, the effortless power, the swagger. They want you to believe it's all just natural talent, hard work, and good genetics. A simple, comfortable narrative to digest. But beneath that polished surface, there's something else at play, a meticulously constructed force that isn't merely competing, but controlling the narrative. This isn't just about a shortstop. It's about a blueprint, a new species of ballplayer, engineered for an era where the game's very essence is subtly shifting. You need to understand how he emerged from the shadows of prospect lists, not just as a good player, but as an almost destined figure, an offensive engine built with components that defy conventional wisdom. His trajectory isn't just impressive, it feels predetermined, a path laid out with uncanny precision. Every swing, every confident stride, every clutch hit feels less like a spontaneous act of athletic brilliance and more like the execution of a perfect program. We're not talking about a prodigy. We're talking about an anomaly, a glitch in the matrix of modern baseball, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Pay attention, because the implications extend far beyond the outfield fence. Now, let's dissect the core components of this phenomenon, starting with the almost mythical bat speed that fuels his explosiveness. Most hitters spend years chasing fractions of a second, but for Bichette, it's an innate, almost preternatural gift, a blur that transforms good pitching into mere batting practice. He doesn't just hit the ball, he demolishes it, sending shockwaves through the field with an audible crack that signals doom for opposing pitchers. It's not just about physical strength. It's an intricate dance of torque, timing, and an uncanny ability to delay his barrel until the precise moment of impact, harnessing rotational power that seems to defy the human frame. His confidence, too, isn't just a personality trait. It's an unshakable conviction, an absolute belief in his own inevitability that radiates from every pore, infecting teammates and subtly unnerving opponents. It's the kind of confidence that doesn't waver after a strikeout. It intensifies, a quiet roar promising retribution. And here's where the first piece of the puzzle truly fits. His father, Dante Bichette, famously taught him to throw the knob at the ball, generating rotational power that makes his bat speed almost physically impossible to replicate without years of specific, intense training, a secret passed down, perfected, and unleashed. This isn't just a technique. It's a legacy, a carefully cultivated advantage designed to create a hitter beyond the norm. Think about it. An inherited, almost surgical approach to hitting that bypasses the trial and error of countless others, accelerating his development to an almost terrifying degree. This isn't just a player. It's a project meticulously crafted from the ground up, designed to disrupt the natural order of the game, making his rise not just fast, but terrifyingly efficient. From that foundation of explosive bat speed and unbreakable confidence, Bichette didn't just play. He evolved at an astonishing rate, transforming into a top-tier hitter with a precision that bordered on alarming. His transition from raw prospect to consistent offensive force wasn't a gradual ascent. It was a quantum leap, a series of rapid adjustments and adaptations that defied the typical rookie struggles. He arrived not just with power, but with an innate understanding of how to make contact, blending the two into an almost perfect offensive cocktail. While other young stars often sacrifice contact for power, or vice versa, Bichette seemed to possess both in equal, terrifying measure, consistently finding the barrel and spraying line drives to all fields. This wasn't just about raw talent. It was about an accelerated learning curve, an analytical processing power that allowed him to dissect pitching and make micro-adjustments in real time. And here's where the second secret reveals itself. Despite being considered a high-risk pick by some scouts due to his unorthodox swing, Bichette was insistent that his unique mechanics were not a flaw, but a feature, a belief that he validated with record-setting minor league performances. He wasn't conforming to the mold. He was breaking it, forcing the game to adapt to him. This self-belief, bordering on prescience, allowed him to ignore conventional wisdom and forge his own path, a path that led directly to statistical dominance. It's almost as if he knew something others didn't, an inside track to a future where his swing wasn't just viable, but optimal, a calculated risk that paid off with unsettling certainty. This brings us to his offensive instincts, which are not merely strong, but almost prophetic, guiding him through plate appearances with the calculated precision of a chess grandmaster. Bichette doesn't guess. He anticipates, seeming to know what pitch is coming before the catcher signals it, or at least how to react to any outcome with instantaneous perfection. He sprays hits to every corner of the field, not by chance, but by design, exploiting gaps and positioning himself for maximum impact with an almost unnerving consistency. His plate coverage is legendary, transforming pitches that would befuddle lesser hitters into hittable opportunities, expanding his strike zone without sacrificing discipline. He's not just hitting for average or power. He's hitting for optimal outcomes, understanding the leverage of every count, every base runner, every out. This is an instinct honed over decades. It feels like an inherent program, loaded into his baseball DNA. And here's the third, most unsettling fact. His ability to consistently produce elite exit velocities while simultaneously maintaining one of the lowest strikeout rates among high-power shortstops defies conventional hitting wisdom, suggesting a mastery of plate coverage that verges on prescient. Most power hitters rack up strikeouts. Bichette simply doesn't. This isn't just an outlier. It's a statistical anomaly, a breaking of the natural law of hitting. It suggests a level of control over the strike zone, over his own mechanics, and over the pitcher's offerings that moves beyond mere skill and into something more orchestrated. He's not just reacting. He's responding with a predetermined optimal solution every single time, making him less a player and more a system, a perfectly calibrated algorithm for offensive production. He's not just a standout young player. He's a declaration, a bold statement about a new, unsettling era. So we arrive at the precipice of understanding, the shocking conclusion that binds all these disparate threads into a single, unsettling tapestry. Bo Bichette's confidence, his unparalleled bat speed, his accelerated evolution, his almost supernatural offensive instincts, they aren't just the sum of extraordinary parts. They are pieces of something larger, a pattern emerging from the data, a subtle hum beneath the roar of the crowd. He isn't merely a prodigy, he's a harbinger. The unease settles in when you realize his perfection feels too clean, too inevitable, almost as if he's not just playing the game, but enacting a pre-written script. What if his unwavering conviction isn't just personality, but an absolute certainty derived from a source we don't comprehend? What if his seemingly organic instincts are, in fact, direct inputs from a larger, unseen intelligence, guiding his every move, optimizing his every swing? His success, while exhilarating to watch, carries with it a subtle, chilling implication that the spontaneous, human element of baseball, the unpredictable struggles and triumphs that have defined it for generations, are slowly giving way to something engineered, something controlled. He's not just winning. He's dominating in a way that feels almost too efficient, too devoid of the raw, messy imperfections we've come to expect from even the greatest athletes. This isn't a human player overcoming odds. This is a system achieving maximum output. And as we watch him rise, effortlessly, inexorably, we must ask ourselves, what does it mean for the game when its greatest stars feel less like individuals and more like perfected components of an evolving, inscrutable design? What happens when a magic of baseball is replaced by a chilling, flawless logic? Is Bo Bichette merely a supremely talented athlete? Or is he the first perfectly polished cog in a new, unfeeling machine, silently reshaping the very soul of the game we love?